Oh, what is good, YouTube? Krishan checking back in with another video. This year's Olympia weekend has been crazy so far. Pretty much all of us stayed up to 2 or 3 in the morning, maybe 5 or 6 depending on where you are, just to see one of the most competitive Mr. Olympias in years, and it definitely didn't disappoint. We have so much to talk about still, but in today's video, I did want to compare Nick Walker from last year's Olympia to this year's Olympia. And we're only going to take a look at 5 poses because Nick Walker doesn't hit the lat spreads or the ab and thigh in his individual routine. Now, don't be too harsh on me about the sizing. These pictures were taken at different angles. Sized them the best that I could. But taking a look at this front double bicep, Nick Walker needed to improve the legs. Did he do that? Honestly, I believe he did. I don't think Nick Walker would ever have the prettiest look to his quads, but they definitely are bigger. And when I take a look at the waist of Nick Walker, do I think his waist is smaller than last year? I honestly believe that Nick Walker may have gotten a little bit wider. I don't think the waist is smaller. But in 2022, he is showcasing more ab detail. The only thing that doesn't look better, Nick's symmetry is a little bit off from left to right. His arm and his leg on our left, his right side, both seem to be a little bit down in size. And I noticed that Sean Clarita also has this issue, but he just won another Olympia title. Overall, I think Nick Walker has improved in this shot. Now let's take a look at the side chest pose. Nick Walker definitely looks bigger. The two biggest improvements that I see in this shot are in the chest and the quads. And that's a huge plus for Nick Walker. Those were his two biggest weak points, and this offseason, I think he really brought them up. It's a shame that Nick Walker cut the hair, though. I did like the hair in 2021. Looked a little bit like Jay Cutler. But in 2022, I believe Nick Walker could be harder. Is it just me, or does Nick Walker look a little bit soft? It could be the fact that he's glazed up full of oil. But let me know in the comment section below, what do you think? Nick Walker improved in another shot. Now let's take a look at this back double bicep pose. Nick Walker is absolutely massive. And he is real deal freak status now. Nick Walker does not look human on the Olympia stage. And if this guy's able to bring up the quad sweep from the front, he's going to look like an absolute monster with that crazy ab separation. But back to this back double bicep. Do you guys believe Nick Walker was in better condition at this year's prejudging or at last year's Olympia prejudging? But to be fair, I don't think this year's Olympia has the best lighting. But to me, it looks like Nick could be a touch sharper, or either he should have dropped 1 or 2 more pounds of fat. Now switching over to the side tricep pose, Nick Walker completely changed the execution. Now in 2021, this was a great shot for him. But Nick Walker just looked very uncomfortable in this execution. I really like the way he hits this shot now. And once again, take a look at the chest. I know it's a different execution, but Nick Walker has really added some chest thickness this offseason. And I believe that Nick Walker came into this year's prejudging blasting full, and he really wanted to make sure he had the fullness in the legs, because that's the area that everyone was going to be looking at. But I believe if Nick Walker drops a couple of pounds by this night show and comes in extra crisp, he's going to look even better. But we're going to finish up here with the most muscular shot. And let me know in the comment section below, do you guys prefer the 2021 execution of the hands clasped or the execution that Nick Walker is doing now? For me, I like the hands clasped. That's the one that won him the 2021 Most Muscular Award at the Arnold Classic. But overall, I definitely think Nick Walker has improved. I don't think he needs to add any more size. I just think Nick Walker needs to refine what he has. However, he could use a little bit more size in the legs still, just to match the crazy upper body. But as always, I hope you guys did indeed enjoy this video. If you haven't done so already, be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. We'll be back very, very soon for the Mr. Olympia Finals. Who do you have winning this year's Olympia? Nick Walker? I'm Krishan from Go Fitness, and that's it. I'm out.